Good evening. My name is Judy Alonso Garza, and I'm from Motherton Men Against Gangs Coalition. But I'm also an alumni. It's good to be here again. A memory that I have from here is coming to our state pocket dance here. And I don't know if you guys are still doing it, but I hope you guys enjoyed your 4 years here at Central. And I also had the honor of serving as AAC president when I was here, so it feels like home, even though I'm a Wildcat mom. My son and my daughter both were raised in Raleigh. I don't know what happened. But my heart is still here. And January 6, 2013, our family's life was changed forever. Our son, Martin Alberto Garza, was murdered here in El Centro, in your backyard. And ever since that day, myself, along with my family, and many community members vowed to make sure that we put an end to gang violence. And we created an organization called Mothers and Men Against Gangs Coalition, with the intention and the mission to rid violence from our community. Unfortunately, all of you are always exposed to different challenges. The one that we don't want to see is having you have to deal with the violence. At our 20-year reunion, we also lost a fellow alumni. Many of you may have had her as a teacher or a friend, Miss Amber Bryant. And even at that moment, I felt an urge to make a difference, to end the violence. And so, when it happened to my son, my only first reaction was to make a difference. And I thought, why not start with a scholarship program? I always wanted to come back to my alma mater and present scholarship. I just didn't want it to be in memory of my son. But today, we are here to celebrate all of you seniors, the class of 2015, for all of the accomplishments that you guys have, created through your 4 years here. And I hope that along the way, in your academic excellence, I hope that you also made, dreams come true, and I hope that you created a journey for the future. Because these 4 years are just a stepping stone to what their life is going to be. Unfortunately, my son was not able to attend his senior awards. He wasn't able to attend grad night or his prom, which I know many of you went through already this past weekend. And I hope you parents have taken endless pictures, because those you will cherish forever. And the one thing that I think made an impact was going to his graduation and having that empty seat in the audience, and still having to go up on stage instead of him looking at us. And so the way we're going to keep his memory alive and his legacy is by awarding the scholarship at each of the high schools here in the Imperial Valley, in hopes of helping the students reach their goals. And I know it's always a challenge financially. We award 3 big scholarships, $730 to commemorate his football number, 73, $550 to commemorate his basketball number, and $430 to commemorate his baseball number. And then we do various ones, because we just couldn't leave these other students without an award. So we do $73 book scholarships, which now that I have my daughter in college, doesn't really go far. So we're going to try to raise more money so we can give $173 in the future. But today we have a recipient that's did a really great job in writing her essay, and also in pursuing her education here, was very active in her community, but also was tremendously accomplished in academics. In her essay, she mentions her grandparents. And she talked about how Mrs. helped raise her. And that brought a lot of memories for myself because, well, I was working and getting my education. My mom took care of my children, and I'm greatly appreciated. And she mentioned her grandparents and how she misses them after they departed and how hard it was.